Welcome. I'm Jasmine Jack with another episode of Scope. A dedication ceremony was held for 222 new police cadets and recruits at the Bomona Center of Excellence in Port Moresby on Monday, August the 14th, 2023. Minister for National Security Peter Tsiamalili Jr. told the new recruits that they had made an important decision to serve the state and they must serve it diligently. The recruits, who will undergo 9 months of training, were selected following a rigorous recruitment exercise this year. 222 new recruits will undergo police training program following the 2023 recruitment exercise. A dedication ceremony was hosted for them at the Bomona Center of Excellence on Monday, August 14, 2023. Deputy Police Commissioner Johan Clarkson said the new recruits have been trained to be police officers and as responsible and respectful men and women.
This training for you and for us, we're not only trying to develop the police officer of the future, if you like, we're also trying to build responsible, respectful citizens of this country, well-grounded, not only in the policing duty, not only for the police force, but also for the communities that each of us come from and the communities that each of us are going to serve. That's very important.
Clarkson said the 9 months training will come with a lot of challenges, but having the ability to perform professionally with respect and humanity is the way forward to building their police career. She said this is a new chapter for the recruits. DCP Clarkson urged them to be agents of change when serving the community.
Once again, wish all of you the very best for the next 9 months. Like I said previously, it is going to be challenging, but I think I mentioned a number of things. I said if you are professional, if you are respectful, and if you exercise humility, those are good principles upon which you can build your policing career going into the future, and they will work very well for you as an individual. Thank you for listening. I wish you all the very best.
Minister for National Security Peter Tsiamalili Jr. told the new recruits that they have made an important decision to serve the state and they must serve it diligently.
The 222 men and women that are going to be looking after this country, they're going to be performing for the rest of their lives. And how you start is very important. And so the environment by which all of us are here today, it also hinges on those that provide the environment for you. Do not take for granted the grass that is going to be cut. Do not take for granted the mess that you sit in, that there are people cleaning up every day for you. To ensure that you become the best person, you become the best player, to wear that blue uniform.
He said this is a first-of-its-kind transformation in the police force, which shows that the cadets will be better placed to serve the community.
In my understanding, and I wanted to share this with you, knowing God is one thing, understanding God is another. Knowing God is one thing, understanding God is another thing. Today He set your foundation in the academy upon 2 words. He said training and the Word of God. Training and the Word of God. It will equal success. In this case, because all of you have planted your foundation upon the Word of God on the very first day to begin your journey, you're guaranteed to have 222 pass out.
The minister added that the excitement in this journey is to discover their potential during the 9 months training.
I look forward to the end of the 9 months, but I'm excited about the potential that all of you have, that God has already planted in you to serve this beautiful country. 40,000 people applied for this job. 500 have gotten through. You are the first 222.
DAL launches government agriculture price and market information services to access vital and value-added services to the masses in the country. One of the greatest contributions to society is the mobile phone's improved productivity. People tend to act more efficiently when they are connected, especially when they are connected wherever, whenever, and to whomever they wish. The PNG Department of Agriculture and Livestock recognized the importance of mobile technology and launched a new mobile-enabled service called the Government Agriculture Price and Market Information Services to access vital and value-added services to the masses in the country. DAL also plans to accelerate this service with the inclusion of Digicel and other mobile networks. The PNG Department of Agriculture and Livestock has launched a new mobile-enabled service called the Government Agriculture Price and Market Information Services to access vital and value-added services to the masses in the country. GAPMIS will be used to directly impact both social and economic aspects of the society. Secretary for DAL, Dr. Nelson Simbiken, emphasized that DAL is advocating to fulfill the government's Connect PNG initiative. DAL is now advocating on connecting the rural agriculture population to the market using mobile phones as an ICT tool for development. GAPMIS was also developed to factor challenges for inclusive agro and economic participation.
The mobile-enabled service is based on simple SMS, USSD protocols and can be accessed by most simplest GSM or one-bank phone to the most complex phone, Android, iPhone. From now on going forward, using these simple services, commodity market price information of all commodities, including livestock, spices, and agriculture. They would also be able to connect to DAL and collect agro advisory services. They would also be given disease alerts and communication to farmers. When an incursion of certain diseases and pests happens in the country, they will now be well informed using this platform. Services for crop improvement and soil improvement. Other critical government intervention projects such as the price support, the freight subsidy schemes, the price support program, even uptaking other critical intervention programs like government's SME and MSME programs. Creating platforms for e-business and e-marketing channels.
According to Data Reportal, a respected website who advocates on mobile teletrends globally, there is about 3.74 cellular mobile connections in PNG at the beginning of 2023. This represents a 36.5% of the total population. Indicatively, the largest group of mobile users are the productive population, aged between 18 and 54. They represent 51%, 1.9 million users. With over 86% of the population living in rural areas, it would mean that 1.6 million mobile users are located within the rural areas.
The agri population is well within the 1.6 million mobile phone users, and we can safely say that in every family, one household, there is at least one mobile phone, making GAPMIS a very practical choice to deliver the government agri-price and market information services.
Simbican stated that this new mobile service will directly increase the volume of exportable agri-commodities through this value-added and inclusive participation, underpinning the government's overall objective to increased export through increased production as envisaged in MTD P3 and MTD PIV.
The use of mobile technology will directly impact both social and economic aspects of the society from the village level to the national level because of the wider mobile network coverage. It will positively trigger and revamp interest in agriculture, which is likely to see an increase in people engaging and creating employment in crop, and would like to see and also increase in all commodity yields, including improved agri-businesses within the agri-value chain.
Many developing countries have applied similar models with great success. India, Indonesia, Kenya, among others, have used similar ICT mobile technology through SMEs partnerships with the government to transform their economies.
I can never be any happier that DAL under my leadership is able to do so with the development of GAPMIS through collaboration between local SME partners to develop this concept to implementation mode.
DAL also plans to accelerate this service with the inclusion of Digicel and other mobile networks. The Moresby Show Committee is excitedly preparing for this year's 60th Diamond Jubilee Show. Scheduled for November the 4th to the 5th, the Moresby Show is the last remaining agricultural show in PNG.
Organized by the Moresby Province Agricultural Society, a non-profit organization run by volunteers, the highly popular Moresby Show began in 1959 and is poised to celebrate its 60th Diamond Jubilee this year. President of the show's committee, Mike Quinn, said they have started having monthly meetings in preparation for the show. Their first meeting was on June 28, while the second one was on July 2nd.
The show this year is on the 4th and 5th of November. It's unusual for it to be in November. Normally it's in somewhere in October, but our dates are set by the weekend closest to the full moon, and in this particular instance, the weekend closest is the first weekend in November. So our show's in November this year. And we're very excited because this is our Diamond Jubilee show. It's our 60th. And it's very exciting. So we've had, over the history of our society, 5 years we've not had shows. Most recently because of 2 years of COVID and 3 occasions prior to that. So our show society actually goes back about 65 years, but this is our 60th show. So we're going to try and make it a big one, make it a very special show. And we've got lots of entertainment that's going to be taking place. Last year was our first show after COVID, and so things were a little bit quieter in terms of preparation and the like last year because we didn't actually get to go ahead until after June to do our show in 2022. But this year we're well advanced, and so we're gearing up for a very big show this year. And given that the show's in November, early November, we expect fine weather, so it should be quite a good event.
Last year, the highlights of the 59th Moresby Show were the Sing Sing groups, cowboy events, daredevil bike riders, parachute drops, and spectacular flag displays and mock battles by the PNG Defence Force. Quinn said they are also fixing the Ferris wheel and hopefully it will be in operation this year.
Ferris wheel broke down last year, unfortunately, so but we will have it operating this year. It's one of the favourites. And we have another motor coming for it, unfortunately. You wouldn't believe, one of those funny things, somehow or other, and we never found out, but the ants have decided to make a nest inside the electric motor that drives the Ferris wheel. And we didn't know until we turned it on, and then it went up in a puff of smoke. So unfortunately, the ants were the ones that created the damage to our Ferris wheel. So we've got a new motor coming, and we're hoping that'll be fully functional this year.
Support by fire while the platoon are advancing towards defensive position, enemy defensive position.
Councillors have been allocated their duties, and so they're all in the process of looking after the various activities that they're controlling, agriculture, horticulture, traditional dancing, port ring events, and on it goes. The special one this year is going to be the family arena down on the Scrum Oval. It's proving to be bigger and bigger every year, so that's a lot of fun and activity down there. And of course our Health Expo will be operating again, which is a great opportunity for people to come and see nurses and talk about issues with their health, HIV, AIDS, all sorts of things in that area. The other one, of course, is the blood bank is normally there, so it's an opportunity for people to donate blood.
Quinn explained that the Moresby Province Agriculture Society is part of the Royal Agricultural Society of the Commonwealth, a confederation of over 50 leading national and regional agricultural show societies, agricultural associations and research bodies working in 20 Commonwealth countries.
Which was established by His Royal Highness Prince Philip, who is now deceased. His daughter, the Princess Royale, Princess Anne, she took over and she's now the president. And so we have a close link with her. I've met her several times at events from the Royal Agricultural Society. So we did send an invitation to her, asking her if she would be available to open the show for our Diamond Jubilee. But given all the situation that's been happening in UK with her mother dying and King Charles III ascending to the throne, I think she's got way too much on her plate there to visit us. But I wouldn't mind betting one day she'll come out here. She loves PNG, I know that, because she's told me that herself. She's been here many times. But one day, hopefully, we'll get her to the Moresby show.
Quinn outlined that their focus is not on international visitors, but rather on local residents, even though the Moresby show is Lay's largest annual event.
Whilst we enjoy and try our best to encourage foreign visitors to come to our show, we actually are more focused on PNG and people of PNG, Moresby province. So it's good that overseas guests come, and we do encourage it, but they're not our focus. We don't have big numbers. I know Hagen Show and places like that, that really is their focus, but we're more focused on PNG and our own people rather than overseas visitors. But we do believe our traditional dancing is probably some of the best in Papua New Guinea, and what we offer here in Lae with our traditional dancing is not a lot of similar groups all participating at the same event. For instance, in Mount Hagen, there's lots of groups from the Wagi and places like that, whereas in Lae we have groups from almost every province in the country. And so we think that makes it more spectacular in as much as the range and variety of traditional dancing that we have.
With the significance of this year's show, the committee is looking to invite Prime Minister James Marape and Deputy Prime Minister John Rossop to the opening of the 60th Moresby show on Sunday, November 5.
The Mountain Dew One squad dancers are back in Port Moresby after taking part in the World Hip Hop Championship. They made it to the finals. One squad described this as an unreal experience. One squad acknowledged sponsors, family, and fans for the immense support. They will be traveling to Australia this October for the next dance challenge to defend their title.
Jimmy, my name is Lord. My name is Nick. Hillary, Joel, Adam. My name is Dave. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
One squad arrived to a welcome reception of family and friends at the Jackson's International Airport. They had made the finals at the World Hip Hop Championship in the United States. Team leader David Chi said the team had been preparing for this event for a very long time, and for them to made it through to the finals, it is a big achievement for them. She said the team finished in 4th place in the previous championship challenge. For the team to finish in the top 4 is a great achievement.
The next adult crew moving to the World Championship Finals are One Squad, Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea, One Squad in 4th place, moving on to the World Championship.
To come number 4th in the world it's unreal for us boys. Like the effort we put into this dance industry and the competition mindset we all brought there was very challenging, and we are proud to place in the top 4 in the world.
Pei Ning, the mastermind behind this achievement, said one squad committed to their training and this is the reward for their hard work. He said the team would have finished in the top 3 or higher. The one squad coach said judges were thorough and detailed in their assessment and analysis so that the best team won.
It was pretty crazy. We lost by 0.01 to 3rd place. It's a very intricate and detailed competition where they judge you on skill, performance, formations, transitions, everything into detail. So it's great. We got feedback from the judges and they really love what we're doing. They love that we're so original and we have our own identity. So they're looking forward to seeing what we'll bring into 2024 at World Hip Hop Championships.
While the team considers this as a big achievement, and they will still aim to be best, they are not done yet. One squad acknowledged sponsors, family and friends for the immense support. They will be traveling to Australia this October for their next dance challenge to defend their title.
And that's been another edition of Scope. Thank you for your company. Good night.